When we first started L.I.T. Ministries, children's ministry, it was an important ministry of the church, but they operated kind of in their own silo. It was probably viewed by a lot of, we're caring for the kids back there and we're doing a little bit of Bible study with that. And so it's transformed because the church, because our children are now very much a part of the entire church. And for too long that we felt like, kids needed to come and sit and learn, and then even as students, come sit and learn, and then all of a sudden when they become adults, we want them to come serve, but we've never trained them to do that. We've not trained them to use their gifts and help them to activate their faith in that way. And so the transformation that's taken place in our church is that kids now, at the age that they are, even as young as our first graders, they are serving in the church.
Well, I think it's awesome. I think they're a great example to some other adults in the church as well as other ages in the church, and I'm excited about it because I just think they're learning what it means to be a servant of Christ and learning it's about others and not just about ourselves. And so one of the things that L.I.T. and my kids do, they spend time in worship. They learn to worship Christ, worship the Father, and as they do, then we begin to equip them with the Word of God, and the Word is placed in their hearts, and so they begin to understand how to share the truth, and then we take them out to engage the world through the mission trips and even outreach locally. I see families being changed. I see kids growing, coming to Christ.
And hearing stories about, I got up, I have a mom that says, I got up in the morning and walked in my child's room and they're, already having their quiet time on their own. That gets me excited because you realize that they understand the importance and they desire that relationship and that time alone.
Just like to say that it is such it's an honor and a privilege to be a part of this program as a parent to Jeremiah and watching him grow, watching the fruit of what he's learning at home, not just within the church walls and at school. And then as a leader, I actually teach 5th and 6th grade girls, and just watching them grow from the beginning when they were 5th graders to now 6th graders and how they're so ready to keep it going. You can tell that they've applied the tools that we've given.
I will mention I started out, the first year we did it, my son was a 6th grader. And I think being a 6th grader in the L.I.T. program really solidified doing his devotions on his own, not waiting for mom and dad to come. And that was a big blessing to us as parents, just to see him make that transition.
The difference between L.I.T. and some of the other things that we do is it's very intentional discipleship for them, and they really get the Word of God poured into them in a very intentional way. And then it's coupled with the ability to put that into action and to be able to serve the church as well. It's really cool to see how when they start out at the beginning of the year and then at the end of the year seeing sort of the transformation in their life from being in the Word of God. You see throughout the year things starting to click in their minds and in their hearts, and they're really starting to get and to understand, okay, this is a walk with Christ, and it's not just mindless obedience. It's a relationship with Christ that leads to obedience and to service for others.
It's almost like a selfish thing where we get to see so many kids start from 1st grade to 6th grade who are now in youth still serving. And it's so neat to watch their growth and watch these 1st graders. We have a 1st grader who's learning to spend time with the Lord every day and loves it. And both of our boys who are in this ministry have both given their life to Christ. Last year, our youngest son, Joshua, on the mission trip that I had the kids with, gave his life to the Lord.
It's so fulfilling and to see what the Lord does through this ministry and in these children. And I never in a million years thought I would be working in a children's ministry. But the spiritual disciplines that they learn, the spiritual gifts that get pulled out of them, that the Lord has obviously instilled in them, to see that, to be part of that, is absolutely incredible. And to put it on a very personal level, and anytime I get the chance to talk about this ministry, this is exactly what I say. I wasn't saved until I was 18 years old. I didn't know anything about church, didn't know anything about discipleship, didn't know anything about anything. And to see, Julie just said it, to see my boys, you know, learning these spiritual disciplines and both giving their life to Christ at such a young age, like I mean, it goes without saying, it's so rewarding as a parent, and for them to learn these things at such a young age, to learn how to serve and why it's important to serve the body. There's no words. There's absolutely no words. The fact that we've seen some of our original L.I.Ts, our 5th and 6th graders who are now juniors and seniors, I don't have enough fingers to count how many are serving faithfully on Wednesday nights in this ministry, leading groups, not just CITs. I'm talking about leading ministry teams. And it's just incredible.